In 1978, an entire community vanished in a single day in Guyana. It wasn't a natural disaster, nor an epidemic. It was something far more disturbing. This is the story of Jonestown, a place that began as a utopian dream and ended as one of the darkest episodes in modern history. Have you ever stopped to think about how one person can wield so much power over others? How someone manages to convince hundreds of people to blindly follow their directions? Today, I'm going to tell you a story that will make you reflect on the limits of human influence. Jim Jones was no ordinary man. From a young age, he demonstrated an extraordinary ability to captivate people. With a natural charisma and a convincing rhetoric, he began his journey as a preacher in Indianapolis in the 1950s. His discourse was different, preached racial equality at a time when it was revolutionary. Be people's temple. His church grew rapidly. Jones promised a paradise on earth, where everyone would be equal, regardless of race or social class. Poof. He offered hope, community, and purpose. Three things many desperately sought. But behind the charismatic smile and the promises of salvation, there was a darker side. Jones began to exert increasing control over his followers. First, it was small things, specific times for meetings, rules of behavior, donations to the church. Gradually, the control intensified. In 1974, Jones decided to create his own community in Guyana, far from the oppressive eyes of American society. Thus, Jonestown was born, a settlement in the middle of the jungle that promised to be paradise on earth. Hundreds of followers sold everything they had and followed him. The reality in Jonestown was very different from what was promised. The days were filled with hard labor under the scorching sun. Meals were meager. Accommodations were precarious. But the worst was the mental control. Loudspeakers broadcast Jones's voice 24 hours a day. Public confession sessions were common, and any questioning was severely punished. Jones became increasingly paranoid. He constantly talked about external enemies, about conspiracies, about the need to be prepared for the end. He conducted simulations of what he called white nights, a code for mass suicide. When Congressman Leo Raya visited Jonestown in November 1978 to investigate allegations of abuse, the situation reached its breaking point. Some members tried to flee with Raya, but Jones would not allow his community to fall apart. More than 900 people lost their lives that day. Gomes was found with a gunshot wound to the head. He chose a different end for himself. This story makes us question, how can normal, intelligent people be led to such extremes? The answer lies in gradual manipulation, social isolation, fear cultivated day after day, and the hope, however distorted, of a better world. Jonestown teaches us about the dangers of extremist thinking blind devotion to a leader, and the importance of maintaining our critical thinking, even when faced with tempting promises. Today, more than ever, we need to be aware of these signs. The digital world connects us, but it can also isolate us in ideological bubbles. We need to maintain our ability to question, to think for ourselves, to recognize when something is wrong. And subscribe to the channel so you don't miss more Fragments of the Mind, where we reveal what many prefer to ignore.